Hello everyone, my name is Onyeka Akuma and I'm the founder and CEO of Farmcrowdy. Thank you for all the support you've given us till date, and I have some exciting news for you. First, we have relaunched our website. I'm quite excited about this because it now gives us the opportunity to be very flexible with some of the feedback we've gotten from our sponsors. One of the things we have on our website today is a better dashboard for you to interact with us, get feedback back to our customer service team. Let us know how that dashboard works for you. You have things like your sponsor booking records, you have things like your better login area, you have things like, including the payment options. And frankly, that's really exciting for me. You can now make so many payment options to Farmcrowdy. Some of them are rolling out in the coming months. You have MasterCard Pass, you will have PayPal. Some of these options will be rolling out eventually as we continue to progress. But that's another feature you have on the platform. There are also options for you to now share with your friends. Some of the exciting things you see on the Farmcrowdy platform. So please get on the website. The mobile app will be ready within the next 48 hours on the App Store. You will get notifications if you already have the mobile app in order for you to update that mobile app with a new one, whether you're using iOS or you're using Android. All of this is covered. And thank you to all 90,000 people that have already downloaded the app to date. In addition to all of this, there's more exciting news. Now we are expanding into new states. We're getting into states like Adamawa, we're getting into states like Nasarawa, we're getting into states like Kano. But more interestingly is the fact that we have new farms for you. Today I'm happy to tell you that we have ginger farms on Farmcrowdy. Ginger farms will be going live tomorrow on the Farmcrowdy platform. Tomorrow being Thursday, the 21st of March 2019. And like every sponsor that has come to Farmcrowdy in the past and said, we want more returns on harvest. We have better returns after harvest for you. Today, I'm happy to tell you that you will be having ginger farms going live on the Farmcrowdy platform, going for 27% return after harvest within a 12-month cycle. So please get on the platform. We have some limited units available for you. Get on the platform, sponsor this farm. The farm will be located in Kaduna. From our research, over 70% of all ginger farmers come out of that particular region. And a lot of these farmers have been signed up, they're on a database, and they're ready to go with the work as long as you sponsor our platform. So ginger farms will be live tomorrow. Go ahead and sponsor these farms. More cattle farms will come up eventually. Please go ahead and sponsor these farms as they come up as well. So as I explained earlier on, we have a new website, and in addition to that we've also taken some feedback around how we manage transactions that come into our platform. One of the things we've noticed is that the cost of the payment gateway for transactions that have come, whether it's local or international transactions, have affected how much we've been able to generate for our sponsors and also for ourselves as a business to scale our operations. In this light, we've been able to decide how we will now implement a new transaction cost associated with the sponsorship that comes from our platform. And so, as you go ahead and sponsor the ginger farms from tomorrow, the 21st of March 2019, you start noticing that at the end of the transaction, you'll be charged what we've termed a transaction cost. And pretty much a transaction cost for us is where we're able to now take care of the payment gateway cost. We're able to take care of the cost of receiving funds and then disbursing these funds in form of inputs to the farmers, and also the cost of paying back through the banks to our sponsors once the return after harvest have been completed. This today is our new transaction cost, and I wanted to bring that to you so you can learn about them. I know that people will have questions about what this transaction cost will look like, and in that regard, I've allowed for questions from the team. We arrived at the 2% transaction cost as a result of analyzing what it will cost us in Farmcrowdy to raise funds from sponsors in order to get these funds to the farmers. The payment gateway cost, the cost of moving funds from bank to bank, the COTs that come with all of those costs, and then what eventually arrives at the farmer's doorstep in form of inputs as a result of that money come to our platform. 2, when we're paying sponsors back their money, all the costs that is associated with paying sponsors back their money affected how much comes back to the business as a result of that transaction. And so in deciding what that transaction cost was going to be, we arrived at 2% as against some of the transactions that get as much as 3 to 4% when it comes to international transfers, we arrived at 2% as being that fair enough bracket for all sponsors to be able to work with in the market. To foreign sponsors, the transaction cost gets as much as 3-4%. But in order to have a balance between the foreign sponsors and the local sponsors, we arrived at 2% as the average rate for everyone. The transaction cost does not affect your return after harvest as it concerns your sponsorship. Let me use a clear example. I'm going to say, for instance, you've decided to sponsor a farm on the Farmcrowdy platform, and it's costing you 100,000 naira to sponsor that farm unit. And let's say your return after harvest is 27,000 naira. So, 27%. So, in sponsoring a unit for 100,000 naira, you will be charged a 2% transaction cost on that 100,000 naira. Now, when you're sponsoring through our platform, what will be debited from your account is 102,000 naira. But what you will receive at the end of the cycle is 100,000 naira plus 27% of 100,000 naira. And so you will get 100,000 naira plus 27,000 naira back to you as the sponsor. So your and all of this has been spelled out in the transaction payment receipt that you receive when checking out on the platform. 100,000 naira for your sponsorship, 27% of 100,000 naira as your return after harvest, and then 2% as the transaction cost. At the end of the cycle, you get 100,000 naira being your sponsorship, 27% of 100,000 naira being your return after harvest without transaction cost. In concluding, I want to thank everyone that has supported Farmcrowdy till date. To all our sponsors, to all farm followers, to all the farmers that have believed in the project and have benefited from this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been over 2 years of doing this, and we're excited about the position of the farm service. We want to continue to be the leading force in digital agriculture in the country. Today we are in roughly 13 states, looking at expanding into 16 states eventually. By the end of the year, we would have completed about 50% of all states in Nigeria. We have plans to expand into other African countries, but we are taking it one step at a time. To all 90,000 people that have sponsored or followed or liked Farmcrowdy project, thank you. It's because of you we continue to do the things we're doing on a daily basis. And if you have any questions, you have any reason to reach out to us, please call our phone lines, please send us emails, or you can walk into our office and we'll be happy to listen to you. Thank you once again, and do have yourself a beautiful day.